6 yards per play for the Skins and 3.7 for the Giants. And the Skins won 21-6. Next game is the Broncos and the Titans. This one went about how I thought it was going to go. Let's see. Cam Ward was 12 of 28 for a 43% completion rate for 112 yards. He struggled. No touchdown, no interceptions. Quarterback rating was a 56. Bo Nix was 20 of 40 for a completion rate of 63%, 176 yards. He had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. His quarterback rating was 62. The interceptions kill your quarterback rating. Broncos had the ball for 32 minutes. Titans had it for 28. The Broncos really dominated this game. First downs were 20 for the Broncos, 7 for the Titans. Really, 7 first downs the whole game. Wow. Total yards were 317 Broncos, 133 for the Titans. Passing 166 for the Broncos, 62 for the Titans. 62 yards passing the whole game. Well, you know, guys, that's including the sacks and stuff. Rushing was 151 for the Broncos, 71 for the Titans. The Titans had 13 penalties. The Broncos had 6. Total plays were 71 for the Broncos, 55 for the Titans. The turnovers, this is one that usually don't happen too often. The Broncos had 4, the Titans had 2, but the Broncos still won. But turnovers. All right, let's go to my game, the Niners and the Seahawks. Brock Purdy was 26 of 35, percentage rate of 74%, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. His quarterback rating was 100, which is probably about the league average or just above it. Purdy needs to stop the interceptions that killed him. One of them was in the red zone. That definitely is a backbreaker. And then our kicker, Jake Moody, needs to kick rocks. He's horrible. He's horrible, guys. He's horrible. Missed the extra point, or actually missed missed 1 field goal, got 1 blocked. He did kick the. He did make 1, but he's got to go. He did this last year. He's got to go before it costs us his game. He's got to go. Sam Donner was 16 to 23 for a percentage rate of 69%, 150 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. His quarterback rating was a 93. Guys, this game wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. The 49ers dominated everything. They just turned the ball over when they got down in the red zone. 49ers had the ball for 38 minutes. Seahawks had it for 22. First downs was 24 for the Niners, 14 for the Seahawks. Total yards were 384 for the Niners, 230 for Seattle. Passing was 265 Niners, 146 Seattle. Rushing was 119 for the Niners, 84 for Seattle. Penalties were 9 for the 49ers and 4 for Seattle. That hurt a lot. Return yards were 79 for the Niners, 71 for Seattle. Total plays were 72 by the Niners, 50 by Seattle. Yards per play were 5.3 from the Niners, 4.6 from Seattle. The turnovers were even, 2 and 2. So, yeah. Jake Moody almost cost us the game. And that lucky pass at the end, I don't know how the tight end caught that, but Purdy got lucky. It could have been another interception. So, but we pulled it out 17-13. Good, gritty gut win to me. I don't like being that close, though, but it is what it is. Next one will be the Lions and the Packers. I originally took the Lions before the Parsons trade, but then, and y'all look at one of my videos, I recanted that and went with the Packers, which I'm glad I did now. Let's go. Jared Goff was 31 of 39 for a 79% completion rate. That don't seem right, but that's what it's saying. 225 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for a quarterback rating of 93. Let's see. Jordan Love was 16 to 22 for 73%, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Quarterback rating was a 138, which is excellent. He looked great yesterday. He looked great. Time of possession was dominated by the Lions for 35 minutes, and the Packers had it for 25. First downs were 16 Lions, 14 Packers. Total yards were pretty close, 246 for the Lions, 266 for the Packers. Passing was 200 Lions, 188 Packers. Rushing was 46 Lions, 78 Packers. Penalties were 7 against the Lions, 4 against the Packers. Total plays were 65 Lions, 47 Packers. Yards per play were 5.7 for the Packers and 3.8 for the Lions. And the Lions turned the ball over 1 time, and Green Bay was 0. Green Bay won 27-13, which was a great game. Excuse me, guys. Next one, we're going with the Rams and the Texans, a very low-score game, which I said it was going to be a low-scoring game. And let me tell you exactly what I picked, guys. I had the Rams winning 17-16, and it was 14-9. So C.J. Stroud was 19 of 27 for 70 yards. 70 percentage rate, 188 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception for a quarterback rating of 81. Stafford was 21 of 29 for a 72% completion rate, 245 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. His quarterback rating was a 118. So yeah, it's time of possession was 31 minutes for the Texans and 29 for the Rams. First downs was tied 18 apiece. Total yards was 265 Texans, 296 for the Rams. Passing was 151 Texans, 224 for the Rams. Rushing was the Texans had 114 and Rams had 72. Penalties, the Texans had 11 penalties and the Rams had 7. Total plays were tied 57 apiece. Yards per play was close, 4.6 for the Texans, 5.2 for the Rams. And here we go. Texas had 2 turnovers. The Rams had 1. So you lose the turnover battle, you lose the game. Rams won 14-9. And let's go with the game last night, which was excellent. Excellent game. The Bills, I think the Ravens they choked. They thought they had the game. And then the turnover happened with Henry, and it just turned the game around. All right, Lamar Jackson was 14 of 19 for a 74% completion rate, 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. His quarterback rating was a 150. Excellent. Excellent. Actually, a 150.1. Josh Allen was 33 of 46 for a 72% completion rate, 394 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. His quarterback rating was a 121, which is excellent. Excellent also. All right, let's go to the stats. Time of possession was 35 minutes for Buffalo, 25 minutes for the Ravens. First downs was 29 Bills, 19 Ravens. Total yards were 497 for Buffalo, 432 for the Ravens. Passing was 389 for Buffalo, 194 for the Ravens. Rushing was the big key. 238 for the Ravens, 108 for Buffalo. Penalties were 7 for the Ravens, 5 for Buffalo. Total plays were 50 for the Ravens, 78 for the Bills. Yards per play was 8.6 for the Ravens. Wow, that's great. 6.4 for Buffalo, which is also good. The turnovers, here it is. The Ravens had 1, Buffalo had 0, and it cost them the game. The big fumble by Henry was the game changer. Was the game changer. They thought they had the Flowers caught that touchdown. I think they went up. I think it was 40-25, and he's waving to the crowd, little golf wave and shit, bye, and they choked. So the Ravens are in postseason form already. They're choking already. You gotta keep your foot on the team's throat. You can't let up, guys. Especially with Josh Allen. You can't do it. All right, guys, that was week 1. We got the game tonight between the Vikings and the Bears, and I'm taking the Vikings, and we'll see how that works out. But yeah, there it is, guys. Week 1. Leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think of the games. What games were you watching? Did your team win? And yeah, subscribe and like this video, guys. Come on, guys. Subscribe to my channel, please. Like the video so I can keep it going. And I will get at you on the next one, guys.